offensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Jameis to throw it. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season, and he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Winston. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
To number 12,
DJ Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
4-yard line. A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Finds the open target, Arnold. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Carolina.
Darnold on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The carry for Carolina. Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dan Arnold, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Will Lutz.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Off of play action, Darnold. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Throwing the out incomplete. It's Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Panthers.
This is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Camara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Play fake, and it's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Winston's pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. A first down throw, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it's going to be second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second down and 10, Darnold. No complete. It's Arnold. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Jameis intercepted the 3rd time. Picked off near the 29.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Carolina.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work said and done.
33 yards.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to go on top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being
accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Darnold first down. Finds the open target, Arnold. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, throw left side, complete. It's Arnold. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Darnold to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jameis to throw it. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Try and run for this. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Winston to throw it this time. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Panthers 34. Saints 21. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. One down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Gain a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1st down, Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
A conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
25-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Carolina.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you